Hello everyone, I'm Fred from Gestisoft. Welcome to this video on how to create your own personal dashboard in Dynamics 365. I've done two previous videos on how to create charts, on how to create views in Dynamics 365. It's quite important to know how to create your own charts and how to create your own views for multiple reasons. When I'm doing my own personal dashboards, I want to make sure that I'm using my own views and my own charts. This way, if someone modify a system view or their own views, it won't affect the information that I've got in my dashboard. Okay, so views are the list of other opportunity, prospect, task, and everything. You can see all the information. You can filter out the information that you want to show within your dashboard. So the goal behind creating a view is to filter out the information that you want to present in your dashboard. So the view is the filter and the chart is going to be the visual aid to present the information. So it's really important. As an example, if I want to see all my opportunity from last month and I want to see as well all my opportunity from this month, I'm going to create two different views that I'm going to use in my dashboard. So normally, to be able to generate a good dashboard, I'll have to generate multiple views that's going to filter out the information that I want to have. If you don't know how to filter and create your own views, please watch my previous video in description under the video. But let's say you've already mastered the way of creating views and filter out the information, and you've already mastered the way of creating charts as well, and you're ready to create your own dashboards. We'll move to that part. One tips here at Gestisoft, we've been creating a lot of different dashboards. We kind of like that, and pretty much we do offer our dashboard for free. So if, as an example, you love the dashboard that you see on the screen, either the sales meeting dashboard or the sales overview dashboard, just reach out. We'll be pleased to send you the small solution, and you'll be able to upload the dashboard within your own Dynamics 365. So let's go back. If we want to create my own dashboard, I'll click here on New. What I'm doing right now is creating what we call a personal dashboard. So it's going to be my own dashboard. I'll be able to share it to my team, but it won't be a system dashboard, so any new employee won't have access to that dashboard as they wish. Okay, so you'll see the dashboard is one of the last legacy way of customizing Dynamics 365. A lot of them has been changing now. So you'll see it's one of the old way to customize, and I'm pretty sure that Microsoft's gonna update that really soon. It might take some time to open the choose layout to create a dashboard the first time, but once you're in it, it's gonna go much faster. So I'm sorry for your eyes. You'll see the old way to modify Dynamics 365. And it's funny how everything did change for the past 3 years, and I love how Microsoft is investing a lot in their new interface and making sure that everything is more user-friendly. Ok, on recommence à partir d'ici. Okay, let's create a new dashboard in Dynamics 365. You'll see the first time that you'll click on it, it might take some time. It's using the old interface on how to edit Dynamics 365, and it's been having some trouble loading lately. And then I can choose the layout. I'll have the possibility to modify my layout, but let's say I'm using the 2 columns layout. Again, it might take some time to load all that information, but you'll see it get faster. Okay, so the first thing with any dashboard, a good name is quite essential. We want to make sure that we give a really good and clear name. And like in my other videos, I always tell people put your initial first, so this way if you share it to other colleagues, it's going to be much easier to find that information. Okay, within dashboard, I've got a lot of different possibility in terms of data that I can put. I can add charts, views, I can add website, web resources, Power BI if I'm really good at doing Power BI. I can add iframe, I can add AI assistance information. So there is a lot of different possibilities. Today we're gonna start with just the first two. If you want to play around, go for it. Keep in mind the dashboard is gonna change soon, so please don't start trying to innovate with dashboard. It's quite an old interface, and we want to keep it as simple as possible. So if I'm selecting charts, I'll need to first find the record type that I want to present. There is no search, but I can look at the information by simply typing it. So I can select the opportunities, then I'm gonna have access to all the different system views that exist within my system. But as an example, I could simply select the personal view that I created, and that's why I love the initial thing. It's quite easy to find. And then I can select my chart as well. So again, the view's gonna personalize the information and the chart's gonna visualize the information. So I'm able to, if I'm doing the same step, to see what would be the difference if I'm not using the same view. Let's say this one I'm using all opportunity this fiscal year. I don't know if I've got one for this month. No, I don't. So this fiscal year, and I'm using the same chart. You can see that the information is not the same. So that's why that example of how you can use the views and how you can present that information. The second thing that I love doing within Dynamics 365 is to create views. So as an example, if I'm a salesperson, I'll love to add the view with all my open lead, and I'll do the same for all my open opportunity. And I'm sorry I don't have much opportunity assigned to me, but this way, if I was a real sales rep, I would have all that information listed here. Okay, I can add more information within my dashboard. As an example, if I want to add more chart, again, let's say instead I'm looking for a lead, I'll lead this fiscal year, and I'll try to present a chart with the lead by sources, let's say. Okay, here's a good example. I've got that new chart. I've got the option to hide the information on the phone and so on. There is a lot of different possibility. But one thing that I like is if I'm selecting my chart and I want it to be bigger, I'll need to click on it first. So I click on chart. You can see the small blue line that shows that I've selected that. And I can increase the width. So it can play around like that to really modify and make the dashboard my own. Okay, let's save that. Okay, you can see here that I've got access to my dashboard. So you can see that I've got the data about my opportunity, the one about all the opportunity in this fiscal year. I've got a list of all my new lead assigned to me, and if I add any opportunity, if I was a good sales rep, I would have my opportunities there as well. So I'm able to see all the different information and play around and modify the information. Okay, now if I want to share that dashboard to my team, I need to make sure that my team has access to the same views, the same charts, and everything. In the previous video, I did share my new view called FCAMP 10% win probability to my colleague Christian, and I did the same with the chart. If you don't know how to share views and how to share charts, don't hesitate to go to my previous videos, but I can show you a quick way on how to do it. Here at the bottom, you've got the manage and share view. So as an example, if my friend Christian didn't have access to a specific view, I'll be able to click here and to share it to Christian. I'll go back to my dashboard. I really love my new dashboard and I want to put it as default and I want to share it as well. I can click here, manage access, and I'll be able to share it to my friend Christian. Then I select Christian. Again, if you remember in my previous video, if I want to give the right to Christian to read the dashboard, I need to select read. The write, delete, and share is the ability for Christian to write, so to modify it and edit my dashboard, and delete is to modify and delete my dashboard, and I don't want that. And then I can click on the share, and Christian is gonna have access to everything because I did share everything before. So that's how you can create what we call a personal dashboard. In a future video, we're gonna present how we can create a system dashboard that's gonna be available to all the different users. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good day.